Amba states min tagozabi ke indukabi lukin woina geyamine hamun chasta hinge chabni me wida tangane ni ikumini toksuye oda chawan chin iskabili lukin indukabi woina geyam je ne chigyab ne chagya mudiya victors Amba states tobacco has always been a sacred medicine for us Yiska people. And we saw tobacco was sacred because tobacco came from the land and the regions and the many different regions that we came from. And so today I want to share uh, those teachings, the Yiska teachings that have been passed on to us. And I have my sister Donna Kukwitz here with me. And I will begin by sharing um, how we use tobacco. You would offer the tobacco, do not take it. And I would say that you say your request why you're offering that tobacco. You know, if it's for coming to your classroom to share um, our harvesting practices or land-based learning for your students, you would offer that tobacco to an elder, and that the elder can accept that the tobacco that you have given that elder. And so that is one of the ways that we use tobacco as an offering. Within our Yitka culture, um, as children growing up, our parents would go harvesting into different locations within our region, uh, along the mountains, along the prairies, everywhere, to the ocean, to the Rockies, west, north, south, and east. And there were always practices and protocols when it came to gathering. No, whether we were gathering medicines. And one of the teachings that we were taught when we went out to gather was that within our culture, because of our practices and protocols, children, young children, were not allowed to make that offering. And so the adult, the gatherers, the spiritual medicine people would do the gathering, and the children would come along and they would observe and practice. And they would receive lessons on the various different plants and berries that they were going to harvest. And so medicines had strict protocols to cure the sick, the unwell. But when it came to harvesting, during the summer, we would go out harvesting as families, as family units, and all the children would come too, and we would gather our berries. And before we went on the land, the adult that was present, along with the children, would make the adult there would make the offering to the berries, the berry spirit. And we only took what we needed out there. And the same with the offerings. We only used a little bit of tobacco to make that offering. We didn't offer in access. So when we were out there, or if young men or young women were out hunting along with their children, there were strict protocols and guidelines and safety measures that were put in place. But they would also make that offering to the animal spirits that sacrificed their lives so that we can eat and nourish our bodies and our souls. Another way that we offer tobacco is, say for example, my sister is a bottle holder. And if a group of us ladies, along with our grandchildren and our children, our daughters, our sons, our grandchildren, we are going out for the day and to harvest and to pick berries, we will, when we arrived and find a berry patch, we will make that offering. So what so I would, do you want to take this tobacco? So what we would do is yakunis. So what we would do is we would pray in our language, and we would pray to the berry spirit, and we would offer the tobacco to the land, and that we will be harvesting. And so we will pray utilizing the tobacco and making an offer and give it to the land and put it there. So that's how we would give it to the land, to thank the land, the spirits that reside there, and make that offering too as well. We also used tobacco to invite and seek and gain knowledge from knowledge keepers and education, to educate us or to share in land-based teachings. So an individual, an organization, someone will be selected to make a tobacco offering to an individual to share that knowledge. And so they would do that. And also, tobacco was also used as an invite to an event, to a conference, to a ceremony, to a celebration as well. So they would offer that tobacco to utilize as a formal invite. And that was how we also used tobacco. And within land-based teachings, an elder, a teacher, can take students onto the land. And that adult, that teacher, that knowledge keeper, that spiritual advisor can make an offering on behalf of everyone present, including all the children, all the young people. So tobacco has always been a sacred medicine that we used for many different purposes within our lives as well. And so use tobacco with respect and offer it to the land so that, if you're struggling with an issue, you, the adult, can make that offering. And all of you can join in prayer to pray for strength, for courage, to move forward, to be happy, to nurture yourselves so that your future can be bright and be happy. And also to think of all the dreams that you have so that all those dreams can become a reality. And to know that as children, as Indigenous children, you are very sacred. You are very special. You're love. You are our future generations, and that your teachings, your sacred teachings, your land-based teachings, your tobacco teachings are very, very important for you to learn, so that someday when you become an adult, you can carry and apply these practices, and someday when you're old, when you're mature, you can pass on those teachings to your children and your grandchildren. Sneeze. Thank you.